What is up, everyone? Volathis here, and I have a little unboxing for you guys. I recently acquired from Razer Ripsaw. For what you guys don't know about, this is a capture card. Of course, it's themed for games, and yeah. So I've actually used a capture card before. For the longest time, I used Aver Media for my capture card. It was an internal capture card. I eventually just got it out of my computer. Didn't support up to what I try to record at now, and from what I've been told, my computer can handle it anyways. So we'll go ahead and open up the box here, and we'll talk about capture cards a little bit more. A little signed card like I usually do for Razer products. So here we have capture cards. A little tiny box here. So obviously this is an external capture card. I have not worked with one before. So I guess it's just taped like this. Oops, I already broke it. Not the capture card. Broke the plastic. Okay, so this is a tiny little thing here. Okay. So we have an aux and a mic portion there. That may cause trouble because mine is not that type of cord. And then on the back we have a USB 3, a component in and out for HDMI. See if you guys can see that. And then if I can. So I'm gonna look over this and we'll talk a little bit more. I don't think I'm gonna have any footage tonight to see how well it runs or anything like. Oh, well, we have good news already. So we have an HDMI cord, because you can never have too many of those. Even comes with a USB 3.0. Where's the end of it though? Oh, so the USB device will click into that, and then that'll plug into the. See if I can show you guys. That's what goes into the USB 3 right there. And then we have a component AVI multi-cable. This is probably something more advanced than what I use, but hey, I'm not complaining. We have cords, and then we have an audio cable, but I don't know if my Blue Yeti has that. And then they have a bunch of other AVI components. This would probably be good if you have a soundboard. I don't use a soundboard. So let's see if there's any interesting details on the back. So one thing I liked about this, my AVI that I was using did not support 1080p at 60 FPS. This does. It says it has ultra low latency, and you can stream over USB 3.0. Professional grades second audio mix-in. So I'm going to look through the book here and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then I am going to have footage so I can review it later. Unfortunately, while I'm recording this, I don't. Unavailable system requirements. Has demonstration of what I'm going to do if you want to connect a gaming system or anything like that. Also looks like you can use the AVI for using something different. Even has instructions based on the console. So I'm going to see if there's anything else there. Okay, so I think I got the gist of it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to really test with this. I've had some computer issues today. My webcam, for some reason, isn't working with its software, but obviously it's recording right now because I'm going through another program, but some of my footage I just record it separately through the webcam. So the reason why, after getting rid of an internal capture card, I resorted to getting an external. And the other problem is this: I could be wrong about a lot of my assumptions. I assumed with my internal I wasn't going to be able to do console and stuff like that. I probably could have, but the other thing with the external here is now I'm more mobile Eventually, my goal is I have a laptop, but honestly, it's so old and stats on it are terrible, so I can't really take stuff where lugging my desktop around is very cumbersome, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's just, it takes a lot of time to take apart, move somewhere else. I don't know how my friends do it. It's just annoying, and it takes me probably at least a good 30 minutes to an hour just to pack up all of the stuff I need and take with me. So obviously with this I can do some console gameplay, and like I said, I wanted to work towards being more mobile with my recordings. So maybe in the future when I get a better laptop, I can just take it with me and use this capture card. That also seems like it'll be even more feasible eventually in the future now that they're doing external graphics cards as well. I just want to be able to take something that, you know, takes 10 to 15 minutes versus an hour, 30 to an hour. So that's about it. And then I'll put in my personal review after streaming and or recording on some console play. I don't think I'm going to be using this capture card per se for my computer unless it really would make a difference, which I mean it probably can, because that's the point of a capture card. It takes the pressure off the PC. But usually if I involve my PC, I would probably go back to just using an internal, just a more advanced version of it, simply because with the internal, it's there with the PC and that's dedicated to that PC, whereas the external, that means more wiring I have to do again. And that's the other reason why I was glad to get rid of the capture card. Less wiring involved, because moving the PC around, extra cords, everything. So that does it for unboxing of the capture card, and then once I have some footage or I've had time to play around with it, I will have the rest of that. So that'll cut to that, and at the end of that I'll do my regular closing. So yeah. Alright, I'm back. I did a live stream with the capture card for a demo for Final Fantasy 15, the Platinum demo. The card did fairly well on it. When the game started at the intro, I lost a lot of frames, but it also seems like on my PS4 that it was already loading very slowly to begin with. After I started actually getting into the stream though, I didn't really see a whole lot of frame drops at all. So I would say a success. Now, what that does for me is, of course, there's a few console games I want to play, or at least I have a few on mine. There'll probably be more in the future, but definitely with Final Fantasy 15 around the corner, I wanted to make sure I could stream that from my PlayStation 4. And also, this means maybe I can try to record on my laptop. Probably not. I have a good feeling that really the problem with my laptop is the laptop itself. It's not going to be affected by the capture card, but I've already kind of known that. I can't even edit videos on my laptop because the processor isn't high enough. In the future, though, I am planning to get at least a more sustainable laptop, so I'm hoping to be more mobile, which for me personally, that motivates me more, that I don't have to pack up my gigantic tower. I mean, by most standards, it's not that big, but I'm not a very strong person, and it's a long time to take apart and set up. The wire configuration on it isn't that bad. The book helped out a lot, so I'd say the setup for it's real easy. Granted, a lot of the stuff that goes through is through my PC, so for some that may be different. I know the PlayStation 4 also has its own built-in recording, but I also wanted to add my lovely face to the recordings. I don't know why. Maybe to personalize it. So yeah. I am enjoying this product. We'll have to see how it continues further for the channel. I'm definitely going to be continuing to use it. So of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment down below. What are some games that maybe you want to see on this channel? Granted wise, this really just more opens up for PlayStation 4, and my library is almost none. Honestly, Final Fantasy 15 will probably be one of the few games that are being added to my collection for my PlayStation 4. But regardless, I wanted to make sure I could share that with you guys. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.